Okay, I got a 2010. It's leaking from the top, okay, from the seam here. So you need an upper reseal. Upper reseal, you're gonna go ahead and remove the magnet, the connector here, the T30 here, and then there's another T30 right down there. You're gonna remove those, but so you could separate the oil dipstick. You don't have to remove it, just leave it there, okay? And then you got another two T30 here, 1 and 2. So total you're gonna have 1, 2 here behind the connector, or under the connector, and 3. And that's gonna remove the magnet and move this away from the cover. Then you got the cover with T30s. You got 1, 2, and then you got 2 at the bottom. You got like 5 of them, okay? This cover gotta come off. The coils gotta come off. These coils. The breather valve gotta come off. All these variable timing solenoids gotta come off. Okay, and then you need a new breather valve. So this is what consists the parts you're gonna need. Okay, so you're gonna get the gaskets for these guys. For this guy, gasket for the cover, chain cover. Gasket for the magnet. You're gonna get the sealant for the valve cover. Okay, you're gonna need a new breather valve. Okay, and let me see what else. You're gonna need a vacuum pump gasket because you gotta remove it. You're gonna need let me see. You're gonna need a oil pump seal. Okay, and that's the first thing we're gonna do. Okay, when it comes to the tools, you're gonna need a 3/8 ratchet. You're gonna need a 1/4 ratchet, and extensions. You're gonna need a 2/4 inch, a long and a medium. You're gonna need a 3/8 extension. Sockets. You're gonna need a T20 Torx, T30s. I recommend maybe using the shorter one to get to the magnet. And now you need a 10 triple square for the fuel pump bolts right here. We got 2 of them. And a screwdriver just to pop stuff off like this thing. Sometimes you cannot squeeze it, so you gotta pry it from here. And this part gotta come off. So we gotta take the breather valve off. Okay. These tools should get you probably done or get you there, like do most of it with it. But you should be okay with these tools. Okay. See this gasket, you're gonna replace the gasket here. Okay, you're gonna replace the gasket. You're also gonna get the seal here inside for the cam bridge. Make sure you get that gasket. See? Nice and easy. It fits right into the groove right here. Okay, gasket. So far so good. You can see I just removed the 2 T30s from the dipstick, but the dipstick stays there. Okay, then the cover with the T30s and the magnet that goes here. Okay, now squeeze these guys here, or get them with a screwdriver here. Pry it out nice and easy. Okay. Now let's go ahead and remove the bolt here that holds the harness for the coils. Let's get the harness back. Okay, you could unplug all these guys here with a 90-degree angle pick. Okay, remove all this harness here for a solenoid for the variable timing. Okay, the ignition coils, I remove those. Just here, pry them off. Nice and easy, they come right out. Okay. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we remove the breather valve. You got 9 230s all around, all around, all around. Okay. This one too. Get him out and put the pipe, put this vent pipe on the side. Right here. Remove this one. This whole piece comes out. Okay. Okay, next you're gonna remove the connector here for the N276, the pump regulator, fuel pump regulator right here. Let's go ahead and remove this 230 right here. Let's go ahead and remove the fuel line here with the 17, going to the pump right here, 17 millimeter range. Okay, and just from there, you don't have to remove the whole line off. You don't have to remove the whole line, just remove it from here and leave it alone. Then with a 10 triple square, get him out. And the other one is right here on the side. On the other side, let me show them to you. The other one is right over there. It's hard to see, but he's there. He's right here, right next to the line. Okay, so you got one, and you got another one just like that one here on the side, at the bottom. You could just get it with an extension, okay, just like that. See, right there, see that? And then you get the bottom one and the pump. The pump you could just lay it on the side, okay? And one thing to look for when you remove the fuel line, be careful. Place a sharp rag like that, and to get to the line, you don't want fuel to score on your face. So that's one thing to be careful, okay? Okay, see the pump, just put them on the side. Pump, you don't have to remove the line from here. The pump, just put the pump on the side with the hose. Okay, replace the seal on the pump here. Make sure you get the seal here on the pump, okay? Okay, now it's time to remove the vacuum pump here. You got 3 10 millimeters, you got one, you got two here, and then another one at the bottom, okay? It's 3 of them for the vacuum pump, okay? So I recommend you see this little bracket here. This little bracket here. Just loosen it, so when you go back in, you could just position the pump properly without fighting you. So right here is a 230 right here on this bracket. This guy right there. Loosen it, but do not remove it all the way, okay? So you could wiggle this bracket down a little bit, okay? So time to remove the vacuum pump. This guy right here. Be careful when you remove the bolts here. Be careful you not to drop them, okay? Okay, I got the pump out. There's a T30 here holding these lines to the pump here. I remove that. Then you got the 3 long 10 millimeters. Then you drop the pump there. And notice that the pump, when you go back, the pump only goes one way because it's driven off the camshaft. So make sure when you drop the pump, don't move it too much. You leave it in the same position. Okay. So the pump only goes one way here. Make sure you replace the gasket on the pump, and don't forget the T30 that I told you here to loosen it but not remove it, so you could go back with the pump easier. Okay, and that's it. Okay, be careful not to drop these bolts when you remove them. I recommend you using a 10 millimeter gear wrench. See, make the job easier. Okay. Okay, next up we're gonna remove the variable timing solenoids here. guys, well, let's mark these guys. Let's put them in the same positions, okay? So you don't create fault codes, none of that, okay? So I'm gonna start removing them one at a time with a, I believe, a T20, okay? But mark them and put them in the same spot, okay? It's 8 of them, 2 per cylinders. I'm sorry guys, this is a T25, see you could get in between the 2 solenoids there. Just be careful. In the event you can get in between, start like this on an angle and then drop down and loosen, okay? It's a T25, not a T20, okay? Okay, I removed all the bolts, the T25s, and now you see them, they come right out. So I'm gonna lay the first one here, then the second one here next to it. You could number them if you want, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. In this case, I'm gonna do it this way. Okay. Okay, just like that. That way I go back the same way. They only go one way, so no. Okay guys, I hope you guys are doing good till now. Okay, first thing, let's get the cradle ready to come off. So first thing, you're gonna remove the camshaft position sensor connector right here. Okay. One thing I do, guys, I put this is a timing chain. So once you lift this up, the timing chain gonna be here without this on. I mean, a lot of people don't do that, but I put a zip tie here, so in case the timing chain jumps, you don't want to do that. But if you don't have a zip tie, I mean, don't worry about it, just be careful, I guess. So let's get this guy out. This you can put on the side, right there. This goes on the side, and now I gotta get all these guys. Okay, starting from the middle, get all these 230s here, 2, 3, 4. I believe there's like 22 of them. So okay, I'm gonna start from the middle and work my way out. Okay, from the middle and work my way out. When you go back, this gets torqued. It gets torqued to 8 Newton meters. Starting from the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6. Okay, 8 Newton meters, and then you do another additional 90 degree, and you should be fine. Okay, now you gotta clean this all the way, clean it nice, wash it, whatever you got, I don't know. Then you gotta get into this groove here, get rid of that black silicone. In this case, I think I got green. In this case, I got the green the silicone, the Volkswagen one. Some people use black silicone. Hey, you use whatever you want, I guess. So in this case, I got green, so I'm gonna use green. Gotta shave all that off, clean that off, make it nice and clean. Okay, and that's it. I'm in a shop, so I got a proper tool to clean stuff. So like I was gonna say, see, you get like with a pick, you get the groove here, get rid of all that black stuff right here, the dark stuff right here. Okay, just scrape it. Yeah, get all that off. And then in this case, I got this washing machine. I don't know if you have it. You could do hot water too. Yeah. You could do hot water. It's like a solvent, very strong. These are parts cleaner. After this, I do hot water anyway. Make it nice and clean.
the little O-rings for those guys too, right?
Okay guys, notice how I don't keep recording. Notice how there's no sealing goes here. Okay, not here, not here. This is just to lubricate the parts, like the camshaft and all that. If you did it right, it should look just like that. Okay, notice that the solenoids, these guys right here, they should fit into the grooves here of the camshaft. So make sure you got the grooves in the middle. See that? You could always shift them. This thing moves if you want to move them. In case you can't get the cover down, you could move this thing, shift it a little bit. But you can see, notice all in the middle, all in the middle. Okay, so then solenoids could go in smooth. And one more thing, guys, you see the cup here? It says flush with the two edges of the outer part of the cylinder head. Okay, make sure it's flush like that. And add like a dot of silicone here, just to prevent leaks. Okay, just like I have it there. Okay, and that's it. Ready? We're ready to go back in there. Right? Don't forget to replace your seals on the variable timing solenoids. I got new ones. Okay, especially when they're hard. One more thing, notice how the camshaft are lifting a little bit. No worries, once we put the cover will bring it down again. So nothing to worry about it. Okay, now it's down. You see the gap here? As you put the screws in, it'll start going down. Just start them by hand first. It's like 22 of them. This is a T30, okay? Okay, now we're gonna torque him. We're gonna start in the middle, the left. So you go 1, the whole row, 1, 2, then you go 3, 4, then 5, 6. Okay. Okay, and then you start from the middle again. Then you do additional 90 degrees, just the same pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, done. Don't forget to cut this thing, cut it, and follow the reverse order of installation. On the cover, notice how the whiter part goes on the outside. See that? The whiter piece goes toward the outside. Okay, before putting the cover, notice how I put a tiny bit of silicone in between the valve cover and the cylinder head there. See, the 2 little in the groove, and one and a little bit on the other side. See that? Where the cylinder head meets the cover. Okay, this is just to prevent leaks. See that? Right there, a little bit, just a little bit, right there. Okay, and now it's time to drop the cover in. This cover. Go ahead and tighten the cover to 9 millimeters. If you don't have a torque wrench, just tighten it, not too much, okay? Not too tight. 9 millimeters. And like I mentioned, for the solenoid valve here, you see the groove here, you can move them to center with a hole, okay? In case one of them actuator don't want to fit, you can move this, see that? Okay, it moves, see that? See this, the groove, line it up with a hole here, so the actuator can line up, okay? That's that, guys. See, you can also put a screwdriver through here and line up the groove. Okay, with the screwdriver, you can line up. You can move the camshaft left or right, and then this thing will fit.